like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Hello, I'm Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I apologize for the robe and the blankets. It's a bit chilly in here, to the point where I actually had to ask my parents for help with kerosene, which was denied, and the response was kind of abusive. More than just kind of abusive, it was very abusive. Shouldn't have been surprised. They're kind of like that with me. They they go through their narcissistic type of roles where uh you know you cut them off for a while, and then they come back and act like they care, act like they love you, act like they want everything in the world for you to make you happy and make you okay. And then when you start to feel safe and secure again, knowing that you know that you shouldn't, because you've been through it over and over and over again, and you know better, but you can't help it. It's your family. The minute you start feeling safe and secure again and ask for them help, ask them for help, or ask them for anything, or just try to have some kind of relationship, the abuse comes back every time. There is no changing narcissistic, abusive parents, or narcissistic abusive people in general, whether it's a parent or a child or any other type of relationship. You can't change them. Um, and they will pretend that they want to change for you, but it never changes. It's an endless cycle of back away, walk away. They lure you back in with promises and with faked caring and faked um, faked support, and then the minute you get comfortable, bam, the abuse is back. It's That's just how narcissist people are, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't so, but yeah. So, I mean, I woke up this morning and I could see my breath, and I turned on my my kerosene heater that I've been running to try to keep us alive in here. Um, and I had kind of an emergency, so I had to take an emergency shower. So it was running throughout my entire shower. I come back out in my bath. Stop it. I come back out in my bathrobe, um, expecting it to be warm in here, and still could see my breath, with water dripping off of me. So it didn't start actually getting warm in here after I turned the heat on until like about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe even 3. It was probably after that. I don't really remember exactly. I know I went outside. My boyfriend would know, Sam would know, because I messaged him when I came back home from checking the mail. Stop it. So I came home from checking the mail, and and I was hyperventilating from having been outside checking the mail. Stop it. Either sit down or go, okay? Silly butt. Silly butt. So, I was hyperventilating from being outside just to go out and check the mail. And the mailbox isn't right directly in front of my house. It's by the office. So, it is a little bit of a walk, but it should not have winded me like that. Um, I get home and I tell Sam about it, and he's all automatically like, find your thermometer, take your temperature. Yeah, that's one of the symptoms of hypothermia. And I'm like thinking, well, that's silly. And he's like, I get like that every time in the winter I go outside, and I'm out there for more than a few minutes every time. So apparently, so every time I've ever waited for my parents outside for any special occasion in the winter, um I've been sitting out there so long that it gave me hypothermia, according to Sam telling me that that's a symptom of hypothermia. Um, yeah. I don't. I'm not 100% sure that's correct, but I did take my temperature and it was way lower than it should have been. Um, Nowhere near 98.6. 98.6 is normal. Okay, your normal body temperature should be at 98.6. If it's too far below that, then it's dangerous. And it was. So I didn't feel like I had hypothermia. As far as, I mean, I don't know what hypothermia is supposed to feel like, but um, all I know is like I was really cold. My fingers were cold and starting to hurt. My toes were cold and starting to hurt, even under the blanket, with like big slippers on, like these warm, fluffy, soft slippers. And then, after that, going out, checking the mail, uh, I was hyperventilating coming back, and I had to take my emergency inhaler to be able to breathe again. So that was that was a concern. I don't know what hypothermia is supposed to feel like, if you're supposed to start shaking really bad or what. That sounds to me more like low blood sugar, but but I don't know. But I mean, that's what I was feeling, and my temperature was very unhealthy low. Like, definitely should not have had a temperature that low if I was warm enough in here. And I'm not the only one in here, so it's kind of a concern. Um, so I had asked my mom for help to get a little extra kerosene um, to survive winter. Um, like maybe a little bit, like maybe $50 extra to help me out with it, but or to stay over there for a couple of nights. And it wasn't her that was rude about it. I mean, she did say no. She was very clear that it was that there was no help to be had from them. But my stepdad was the one who was abusive about it. So I mean, I should have known better that she was going to absolutely tell me no and then lie to me about having no money. She always lies to me about not having money and then goes and spends over $100 on shoes. You trying to lay down, buddy? And then, or a purse. And then still sits there and tries to tell me that she don't have any money. If I could afford $100 for a pair of shoes, my house would be probably fixed by now, because $100 every month on shoes or purses or whatever else she's spending it on, clothes, whatever, always spending money she doesn't have on, well, money she does have, but money that normal people don't have on frivolities like shoes and stuff and purses and clothes and all this crap. If I had that extra money every month, my stuff would be fixed. My house would be fixed because I'd save it up and then it would be paid and it would be done. But yeah, people on low income, with having to get food stamps and living off of SSI, we don't make that kind of money. So when she sits there and tells me, "Oh, I'm living month to month. We're in so much debt." Um yeah, what it looks like for her to be living month to month in so much debt is having an assload of money to spend on whatever the hell she wants and then lying to me about it because she doesn't want to help me. I don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't, because I'm used to it. And Sam does what he can when he can to help me. Um, but when I have to ask them for help, it means that Sam can't, and it means that I can't. So, um, yeah. So when I'm desperate enough to ask them for help and I get a hard no and a lie about their income again, um, and then from my stepdad, serious abuse, um, it makes me not want to have anything to do with them. Why would anyone want to talk to people who abuse them mentally? Nobody would. Um, I mean, I'm still gonna talk to my mom because every time I stop talking to her, she finds some way to get back into my life and convince me that everything's gonna be good again, or good in general because it's never been good. Um, I try, but I want the relationship with my mom that I had with my grandma, where my grandma actually loved me and um went out of her way to make sure I was taken care of and knew that I was loved. And my mom doesn't have that in her. As much as I wish she did, as much as I sometimes convince myself that she does, because I want it, because it's my mom. She just doesn't have it in her. Um, but what can you do? You can want your a relationship with your parent, but sometimes it's just not feasible. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the month, but I think next month I'm going to have to just not do anything for the channel, just so I can survive the winter, because it's going to be the only way that it's going to happen. The only way I'm going to be able to survive winter is if I don't do anything for the channel until spring. So, I don't have a choice. I have to. Um, so it's not going to be a permanent hiatus, just a temporary one, until I can get things a little bit more sorted out. Um, I mean, I've got to keep heat in here. I got to survive. But you know, I think I'm going to have to really put a lot of work into trying to uh, afford, um, I don't know, some way to fix this house. This house needs to be fixed because I have no other options. Um, this is it. This is what I'm stuck with. So maybe if there's any way I can get help to get funding or something to get it fixed. God, anything, anything. I'll take any help I can get, to help afford things with getting things fixed, or help afford things in general, so I can set money aside to get things fixed. Like, it's just got to get done. I can't keep living with the house falling apart more and more and more and more and more. And the only person willing to help me is also struggling financially because he's on disability too. He's breaking himself trying to help me, and it's making it hard for him to survive. And they're just sitting there going, "Oh, let him do it. He needs to take care of you." I mean, I don't know. But I don't know. The only thing I can do is just jimmy rig the hell out of this place and do the best that I can to try to get whatever help I can to get it fixed. And hope that it happens. I can't afford to move because anywhere I would move to would be more expensive and smaller. Mentally, I can't handle smaller. Financially, I can't handle more expensive. So, that's a no. So I'm just gonna have to get help to, government help to get things fixed, and maybe even just have to stop doing the channel for a while and until I can get some things fixed. I don't know. Or at least make it through winter with kerosene. If I have to do that, I'm sorry, but I've got to make sure me and the cats can survive. But anyway, I figure you guys understand if I have to take a hiatus from the channel, because survival is more important than videos about stuff, right? I mean, priorities. But in the meantime, what I actually already bought before I got into this situation, because I didn't know it was going to be this cold. So I didn't get everything yet, and I do have another video I need to do after this one, which I'll probably do tomorrow. But I'm going to start with the heating pads because I want to use them tonight on my bed, to use as little kerosene at night as possible, and I might have to lock my cats in my bedroom with me to keep them warm. So I think that's what I'm going to do until next month, when I can actually afford to run kerosene. Well, I won't actually be able to afford to run kerosene nonstop, but I'm going to have to not do videos next month in order to do that. To try to afford that. So, this is a heating pad for your hip, because I have hip issues. Love how rude my neighbors are when I'm filming. So disrespectful. So I have hip issues. The cartilage in my hips and my knees is disintegrating. So I bought this for when my hips start to feel like they're going to give out, when they're in severe pain, whichever situation I'm having. And also when I'm not using it for my hips, then I can warm it up in the microwave and put it on my bed to warm up my bed. So there's that. But this one is called, it's by NuGo, and it's a reusable microwave heating pad. It's one size fits all. And it came with this little thank you letter thingy that's shaped like a heart. It's kind of cute. Shaped like a heart. I'm not going to read it. I skimmed it. But I think that's very nice of them to include that in there. And this I got from Amazon. This is an Amazon haul. Hold on a second. I'm going to check. Oh, sorry. I'm going to check my messages from Sam so he knows I'm not ignoring him. Real quick. Okay. Videos. I can't do that while I'm filming. So I'll have to get back to him later. He understands. He does a YouTube channel too. His is a little bit more important because he actually gets paid for. I don't do this to get paid because I don't get paid. I do this basically to get the word out for neurodivergent people that it is okay and it is needed for people to for adults to use fidget toys when they need to, and other sensory needs. So that's why I do this channel. It's not because I want toys. It's for support of neurodivergent people to be able to feel safe buying fidget toys for themselves to maintain their mental stability. Because it does help. It helps with focus and it helps with mental stability. So that's why sensory needs and fidget toys are a common thing that I do on this channel, because it's not about me getting new toys. It's about trying to be an advocate for the neurodivergent community. And I don't know if I get that out enough, but or I make that clear enough on my channel, but that's why I do it. So this is the heating pad. It's really big. It goes on your hip like so. Obviously you tie this part, and this part's stretchy on the sides here. And you tie it around your waist. And thankfully this does not have lavender in it. I mean, I would be able to tie it a lot better if I didn't have a blanket on me. Or my big old robe. And then it's got this part right here that goes around your leg. Also has elastic on it. And then it wraps around. And then it velcros to this part down here. However far you need it to velcro. So you warm this up in the microwave. I typically do 2 minutes. It says no more than a minute. Actually, it says I think it says 55 seconds. But I usually typically do for my heating pads 2 minutes, because I've noticed 1 minute isn't long enough. I don't have a microwave that works like other microwaves. So I noticed it takes more time than others. So I typically do 2 minutes for heating pads, and then in my microwave. I mean, for your microwave, you might want to use the instructions. But because of my microwave being kind of old and very small, it doesn't heat like other microwaves. So there's that one. I will probably be, I don't feel like I need it right now. I might need it later, but if I do, I can always throw it in there. But if I don't need it for the rest of the night, then I'll probably throw it in the microwave tonight and throw it on my bed. And it came with this nice little bag here to store it in. I'm probably not going to use this for the heating pad because I have something else I keep my heating pads in that's kind of insulated. It's actually for like a crock pot. It's like this insulated crock pot cover that you put a crock pot in, and the handles stick out the sides, and you zip it up and it keeps your crock pot warm. I don't remember where I got it. I think I might have gotten it out of a dumpster, but it helps me transfer my heating pads from the microwave to my bedroom and onto my bed. And then after I let them sit for a while to warm up my bed and warm up the dog blanket that I have on my bed. And the reason I have a dog blanket on my bed is because it's made with those fireman blankets, so it self heats. when in contact to body heat. So when with the heating pads in there, it warms up the dog blanket like it's a body under there, so it warms up nice and hot, like an actual heating blanket, like an electric heating blanket. So um after I let them sit in there for a little while, um I go in there when I'm ready for bed, and I move the heating pads back into the little pouch thingy, and then lay down and cover up real quick and go to sleep. And sometimes it's warmer than other times, and sometimes it's cooler depending on how warm it is outside. So it helps a little bit. Um, and the more heating pads I have in the house, the better I think I will manage to sleep at night with it being cold in here, and hopefully I can get the cats to sleep with me more so they can be nice and warm. Probably going to throw this box away now that I've shown it to you, and I don't think I'm going to need this little thank you note anymore, so that can go in the garbage. But I'll probably use this pouch for something else. I don't know yet what yet, but I'll figure it out. This can go in the garbage too. And then we have this one. I do have a lot of videos for you guys this month, but I gotta wait for everything to come, and if I'd known I was going to have the struggles that I'm having this month, I would not have bought so much. Okay, this one comes with a plastic bag. Alright, don't know why you'd want to put a heating pad in a plastic bag. That makes little to no sense. Alright, and it's got instructions. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's like a little thank you note too. But it's shaped like a book. Kind of cute. I like books. I love books. So this one is called Comf Pack Microwavable Heating Pad for Knee. Like I said, the cartilage is disintegrating in both my hips and my knees. So I figured I need heating pads. I could also use heating pads for my hips and my knees because it's just better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. And I definitely have been needing them. And I mean, when I'm not using them, I can put them on my bed like the other heating pads, So when they're not on me, I can put them in my bed. So it works. I wonder if this one has a detachable cover. I don't think it does. No, that cover's not detachable. This one says it has a detachable cover, so you can wash it. I mean, you can wash this one too, but for some reason, sometimes they make heating pads with a cover that comes off, so they can so you can put it in the microwave with the cover off of it, and then put it back in the cover, and then also wash the cover. But oh, I see why. It's because this one is plush. It's soft like a kitty. I see now why the cover comes off. Oftentimes when you have one that's plush like this, its cover will be detachable. So right in here is where the cover comes off. So the heating pad comes right out. And also not lavender, thank God. Probably should have read that before putting my hand in there to see. Knowing I'm allergic to lavender. Wasn't thinking. But yeah, so this will be nice. So it's got a little bit of elastic right here. And this part is still plush. This side is kind of fleece, but this side is like furry. This part, it is just regular fabric to, Velcro too. Um, and so it's got the two straps to wrap around your knee once it's warmed up and secure it on. You probably wouldn't want to move around too much with it on because it would probably slip, especially if you have like small limbs like I do. So I says you probably don't want to be walking around when your hips and knees are in pain and slipping on you anyway. So probably best to just sit and recover and then start moving around. Better safe than sorry. So I don't know. I really like this and I haven't even warmed it up yet. It's nice. I like. Very plush. Hell, I might warm this up, put it on my knee when I need it, and then start petting it because it's so soft. I mean, look how soft and furry that is. It's like a cat. And then you've got fleece on this side, that's the part that you put your knee on. So fleece on this side and fur on this side, like fake fur on this side. So that's really nice. I love that. I love plushies. And a plushy heating pad is it's just nice. I like that. So there's that one. I'm not going to need that box anymore, so I can put that over there. Put the boxes over there. I suppose I can probably use the baggies, the plastic baggies to transport stuff to and from Sam's house or whatever, or like make things secure so my cats don't do anything to it while it's waiting to go to Sam's house. I have a nice bin that I keep my things in so they don't mess with it. So I did buy another one of these sets. They have so many more different styles. But like I said, I need heating pads for my bed. So the more heating pads I have in this house, the more warm my experience is going to be. And honestly, I'm contemplating buying another dog blanket, not just for I have one coming for my bed to switch out when it needs cleaned. But I'm contemplating buying another one just for the living room. Not just for when I'm over here just sitting, but like so the cats can lay on it when I'm in bed and warm up with it. So maybe get one to put on top of that bin that I lock my crap in. And maybe if I put it there and that's where they lay when they're not laying by or with me. So yeah, maybe next month if I can afford it, maybe I'll buy another blanket for them. I have a dog pad by the same company, but it needs washed and I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the mass of laundry I need done. So I could buy them another one of those. But I don't know, I think a blanket is more functional. Because then it can be used over here, it can be used over there. It can be used whatever way. But and they'll have that anyway when I find it and wash it anyway. But I don't know. I think a blanket is better. So I got another one of these sets. The The first one I got was the I think it was either supposed to be a corgi or it was supposed to be a Shiba Inu. But either way, Sam has a Shiba Inu, and she kind of looks like a corgi. I'm not gonna lie. Well, corgis look like her when they're animated. But she is beautiful, and I love her to death. So that was the first set. The second set was unicorn, and this one I didn't choose this one based on how much I like it, which I do like it a lot. I was going to buy it um anyway, like right away, because I love this animal. Um but the reason I bought this one specifically right now is because it was, of all the sets they currently have that I haven't bought yet, this one was the cheapest. So I don't know why they're different prices right now. Sometimes they do that on Amazon. Sometimes they'll have the same product, and then you'll have choices of which style of the product you want to buy, but the prices underneath are sometimes not the same. So, and sometimes they are. Maybe the prices will go back to being the same. I don't know. But so this one is a tiger. It's a tiger. It's so cute. Isn't it cute? And it's super soft and fluffy with its fleece, and it's got its handle. And these do also come out. I don't remove them from the heating pad when I use them. I do remove them from the eye mask because I don't really need it in the eye mask. I need it on my bed. I don't need it on my face. I don't need it on my face. I need it in my bed. So, so yeah, this one is really soft. It's really cute. I love the stitching. It's very, very well made, very detailed. I love it. That is just adorable. And then the back of the ears are fuzzy too. And then on the back is fleece. So very, very much like that one. And then here's the eye mask. And as always, the strap on the back of the eye mask is incredibly well made. I have never seen straps on eye masks this nice, except for these products. Like these sets are so well made. And like I said, the eye mask, just the pad comes right out of the eye mask. And you can just wear the eye mask with or without it. I mean, it's up to you if you wanna wear it with it and have it for keeping your eyes or your forehead warm, or if you want to wear it without. My God, that's soft. It's like a cat. Or if you want to just take it out and use it for something else. I mean, I'm throwing this in my bed. And then on top of it, we get some fleece socks. Like, there is no wrong here, right? Like, this is a good set. Most of the time when you get a heating pad, you get a heating pad. You don't get socks, you don't get an eye mask, you just get a heating pad. And when you buy an eye mask, usually you just get an eye mask, or maybe a few eye masks, depending on if it's in a set or not. But you don't get a heating pad and socks. I mean, this is a good deal. You get socks, you get a heating pad, you get an eye mask. This is a good deal. And then you get another extra heating pad in the eye mask. Like, where do you go wrong? There's no wrong there. There's no wrong there. It's all good. All goodness. So that is probably going to also go in that bag with these two. And then I'm probably going to use this box for something else. I'm getting a little collection of boxes. I like boxes, especially nice boxes that close really nicely. They're nice for storing stuff in. But that's what I've got for you guys for today. These 3 very nice heating pads. Well, technically 4 because the one in the eye mask. But, and hopefully I'll be able to afford to get more, next month. Maybe a blanket. But I don't think I'm going to be doing any toys next month for sure. Because priorities. I don't need toys. I do need warmth. But I don't need toys. Right? I don't need toys that much. To the point where I'm going to sacrifice my warmth and my cat's warmth for toys. Don't need it that much. My cat's health and safety is a little bit more important. As much as I love my toys, and as much as I know that I kind of need my toys for focus and mental stability, there are other things that are more important. So, I will come back to the toys at some point. And if I have to not buy other things next month, then so be it. Warmth is more important. But I hope you guys liked the video and the heating pads that I shared. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if nobody has told you recently, or today, you are needed, you are appreciated, you are loved, and you are enough. Don't let anybody make you feel or think any differently, because it's true. I appreciate you. I may not even know you, and I appreciate you. And if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing these videos. I know I don't get a whole lot of views. I know I don't have a whole lot of subs, but that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is that the message gets out, that you guys find things that you would find useful in your homes, whether it be just some random thing that I buy, or a fidget toy, or some kind of sensory item. Whatever it is, I hope that I'm helping you guys. So that's why I do these videos. Not just because I like buying stuff, but for you guys. And for the support of the neurodivergent community. Because wow, do we really need the support. Because I grew up being treated and being treated like and told that it was unacceptable for me to like the things that I like, be the way that I am, and want the things that I want, and enjoy the things that I enjoy, and everything about myself was wrong. And I don't want anybody else to be told that or feel that way. So, that's why I do this channel, to, provide support for the neurodivergent community, so they know that they're not alone. You're not alone. I'm not alone. I feel alone a lot of the time, except for, Sam. If it weren't for Sam, I would feel a lot more alone. He's the only reason I don't feel alone anymore. Well, him and the cats. But but yeah, you're not alone. I'm here for you guys, and if you ever want any emotional support, or have anything you want to say, right there down in the comments. You don't have to tell me personal stuff in the comments. I understand if you don't want to, because I get it. But I'm here for you guys. That's why I do these videos, for support for everybody who needs it. And also, if you're struggling, because we all know I am, and I mean, life is what it is. If you're struggling, just do your best to look for the good things in every day, because they're there, and the more you look for them, the more little things you'll find, and the easier it'll be to try to brighten your day. Um, I mean, today was a hard day, but I mean, I still have Sam. I still have the cats. And I still have a roof over my head, such as it is. I still have some heat. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I have it. I have food in my fridge. There are good things. There are always good things, and we got to appreciate the good things. Even when we're having the hard days, we got to do our best, because that's how we make it through. Just do your best, and remember, after every storm there is sunshine. So it's always harder when you're going through it than afterwards, because it's always darkest before the dawn, because um adversity, it teaches us how to become stronger, and it teaches us how to appreciate things and value what we have. So that's why we go through adversity, to make us stronger and make us appreciate. So just do your best every day, and I'm here for you. And I really hope that none of you are feeling alone. And if you are, I'm sorry, and I'm here. You're not alone. I know how hard it is around the holidays. So try not to feel so alone, because you got me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye-bye.